is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming full moon, which is going to be taking place on August 11th in the Capricorn sign and within Capricorn in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. So definitely friends, as you know this thing that when it comes down to the full moon, this is a time when our emotions tend to remain very potent, our creativity tend to remain very potent. So let's say for example, if you are a kind of person who gives a lot of attention and utmost care to your emotional health well-being, you are a kind of person who wants to live his or her life with the principles and virtues of gratefulness. Like this is the kind of practice which I always follow. Like if I were to share my daily secrets with you guys, so the moment I open up my eyes in the morning, so first I recite this chant, Karagre Vastu Lakshmi, Kar Madhye Saraswati, Kar Mulito Govinda, Prabhate Kar Darshanam. So that is one chant with which I open up my eyes. And then straight away I turn the television and play the Ganesh Atharv Sheesh Stotra. So this is the way I start my day. And when it comes down to the way I closes my day, I finish my day. So I make sure that if my other schedule of the complete day is allowing, so I should visit the beach just before the sleeping hours. So guys, that's the practice which I follow every day before going to bed. I come here, I appreciate the sunset, and then I take the stones, specifically the ones which are submerged in the water, and then I just hold them in my hands for around 30 to 40 seconds, and then I just try to get the cool and calming energy from these stones. And as you can see that day after tomorrow is going to be full moon. So even the moon looks so beautiful from here. So these are the kind of practices which I generally follow. But trust me friends, when it comes down to the time of a new moon or the full moon, that tend to remain very auspicious time for giving this energy and vibes of gratefulness in the universe. And also just because your emotions tend to remain so ripe, so you can actually work on your future goals, you can also work on your future aspirations as well, anything which you want to let go. So all these are the kind of practices which you can follow at the time of the full moon. Now friends, just because the beauty of our Vedic astrology is that it's not only the full moon which we have to follow, but we have to also take into consideration that in which star, in which nakshatra that a full moon is taking place, so that we can mold our energies, we can mold our aspirations basis the energies and vibration of that nakshatra. So now friends, just because this full moon is going to be taking place in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. So now Dhanishtha is a nakshatra which is being ruled by the planet Mars. Now friends, there is definitely going to be a pros and cons which can be attached to this upcoming full moon. Trust me, this is not a very regular kind of full moon, because friends, first of all, because Dhanishtha is ruled by the planet Mars. So Mars is going to be changing the signs just a day before, and even in the Navamsa, if you have to take into consideration, so Mars is actually in its sign of exaltation in the Navamsa. So that in itself means that Mars is in a very strengthened state. And second thing is that friends, just because at the time of this full moon, moon is going to be conjunct with Saturn and sun is going to be conjunct with Venus, so because of which your emotions, your feelings can remain little bit drained. And second thing is that friends, just because if you will study this full moon from the perspective of moon's alignment, so just because moon is going to be in the Leo Navamsa, which is a kind of a Asht Amsha placement for moon, so definitely there is going to be a lot of energy of transformation, emotional turmoil, mental restlessness which you might have to go through. So it all comes down to how much spiritually oriented you are as a part of your lifestyle. Second thing is that friends, just because like even the symbology of this nakshatra where this full moon is going to be taking place can give you a lot of insights. So now friends, as you know this thing that like the symbol attached with this Dhanishtha nakshatra is a hollow flute or a drum, which can be seen as that a mellifluous sound which gets generated, which is very pleasing, which is very comforting to us, to our ears. But this can also mean a sound which could be a warning of the beginning of a war as well. Now, as you can see, friends, because Mars was for long was conjunct with Rahu, but many times what happens is that things are going beneath, and we only experience them when they suddenly blast off and come in our awareness, in our notice. So like the way it was, this news was trending a couple of hours back only, like where like Taiwan is very afraid of the drills of China has intensified in last couple of hours. So because of which this could be a time which could give rise to geopolitical unrest as well, because of the way the whole planetary alignment is taking place. So another couple of days are going to be little bit sensitive. So because a moon being a part of definitely full moon in a Ashtamsha placement, and Mars, this whole alignment taking place in the nakshatra of Mars, which was for long in the because friends, when we talk about the full moon, this is a kind of a ripe energy of the whole cycle of moon which started from the time of the new moon. So because of which, regarding the geopolitical unrest, we have to remain little bit watchful regarding that perspective as well, and regarding our emotional mental health well-being. So definitely friends, one aspect of Dhanishtha is that this is a nakshatra which is being ruled by the Ashtu Vasu. When we talk about fame, when we talk about elegance, when we talk about creative talents, so all these are the qualities or virtues or traits which comes very naturally to this nakshatra's energy. So trust me, I would rather say that if you can have a moon bath at the time of this full moon, and whatsoever thoughts are coming in within your mind, or the emotions which are coming on surface, give attention to that, make a note of that, and trust me, if these are some troubling energies, so just write it in a paper, just make it flow in the water if that is possible for you. If you live in a place where you have this access to a beach or a ocean or something like that, and let's say for example, if you will get some insights for your future aspirations, any deadlock situation or obstacle which you are going through, so trust me friends, paying attention to the kind of thoughts or emotions which are governing within you can actually give you a better insight, the way you can channelize your energies for your future prospects. Because friends, when we talk about out of all these 27 nakshatras, Dhanishtha has got a league of its own when it comes down to recognition, fame, or the wish fulfillment. So okay friends, this was just a basic overview which I wanted to give you guys pertaining to the energies which are going to be getting generated at the time of this upcoming full moon, which is little bit sensitive because of moon being conjunct with Saturn, sun being conjunct with Venus, and Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, all these three planets being in a retrograde motion. So try to seek spiritual refuge to make the best use out of these full moon energies. Now friends, if you want to understand in a very short way the way these energies are going to be influencing you, so you can understand this both from your moon sign and from your ascendant as well, but I will put more emphasis on following it from your moon sign. So now friends, for all the Aries people, this is definitely going to be influencing the matters of your 4th house and the 10th house, which can be little bit emotionally volatile for you guys, because definitely friends, whatsoever happens in our 4th house, that has a straight away impact on our emotional mental health well-being, and this could be some sudden worries on the account of your profession, some sort of troubling issues with your bosses as well. So try to keep everything calm, and I would say the way I have already explained it to you guys, that when we talk about any of your future prospective career related goals, doing and working on your career goals, writing it down at the time of this full moon can be seen as a very good energy or very good way of utilizing this full moon energies taking place in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. Now friends, for all the Taurus people, so definitely friends, in your case, as you can see that this is going to be influencing the matters of your 9th house. Now friends, I always say this thing, see, I am a kind of person, I am more religiously driven. But just because my sister, she is a certified Reiki trainer, teacher, Reiki healer, and she keeps on passing me all those manifestation numbers and manifestation practices and all of that. So I would say that whether you are a religiously driven person or not, or you are very spiritually oriented or driven, so pay attention towards the way energies are communicating or kind of communicating with you. That is something which I want to say. And any sort of manifestation practices, doing prayers, writing down your wishes can be seen as a good way of channelizing these energies. For the Gemini people, so guys, in your case it is going to be influencing the matters of your 8th house, which could be little bit unsettling, because we cannot overlook this fact that there is a lot of energy of restraint, of transformation, which is attached with this upcoming full moon. So give more attention towards the yoga, meditation, which will definitely calm your mind, and with the calm mind only you can listen to your inner voice. Now friends, for all the Cancer people, so definitely it hardly matters which house is getting influenced. Cancer people are the one who straight away get most influenced and affected with any of these full moon, new moon or eclipse energies. So definitely friends, in your case this is going to be taking place in your 7th house, which can be seen as a very good sign. This is definitely going to be giving you a proper vision and futuristic insights regarding all of your public dealing and public activities. The only one thing which I want to say is that try not to stress yourself too much pertaining to the matters of your matrimonial life or any of the trivial concerns of your partnership or the business commercial related concerns. But I would say friends that if you live a very meditative spiritual lifestyle, so with a calm mind, if you will be meditating on this day, trust me, you will get a better insights regarding your futuristic goals. Now for all the Leo people, so guys, in your case it is going to be influencing the matters of your 6th house, so which can be a little bit unsettling friends, because as you know that because moon is going to be hemmed with the influence coming in from Saturn as well, and just because Mars has just transited to your 10th house by the time this full moon is going to be taking place. So definitely friends, there could be some sort of unsettled energy during that day. Try not to lash out on people or lose out yourself while managing things or directing people or any of the professional undertaking. So refrain from any impulse action, and I would say that the more you can be dealing with any of the troubling or conflicting situation with a peace and calm state of mind, the better it is going to be turning out for you. Now friends, for all the Virgo people, so guys, in your case, as you can freely see that the energy of this full moon is going to be influencing your 5th house. So definitely friends, for any sort of spiritual practices, mantra recitation, doing yoga, meditation, 5th house, 8th house plays a very pivotal role. See, 8th house has more to do with the sadhana and for someone who is more inclined towards becoming a yogi. But when we talk about the enjoyable aspect of spirituality as well, like the way bhakti yoga, yoga of devotion, listening to chants, going on a walk with your pet, or that kind of very relaxing, rejuvenating lifestyle is going to be the right way of channelizing your energies. And trust me friends, let's say for example, if you are an artist, you are a creative person, so this full moon becomes more important for you, because friends, 5th house has a lot to do with the original creative ideas, and Dhanishtha is a very promising nakshatra of giving success or abundance, I would say, the fame of highest level. So I would say that working hard specifically on this day on your creative projects can prove to be very fruitful for all the Virgo people. Now friends, for all the Libra people, so now guys, in your case, just because this full moon energy is going to be influencing the matters of your 4th house. Now friends, as you know that 4th house is very deeply, intimately connected with our emotional health, well-being. So because of which friends, definitely there could be the concerns of feeling yourself highly strung or anxiety, concerns of insecurity troubling you and all of that. See, a lot depends on your natal planetary placement as well, the strength and dignity of your natal moon as well. But I would say friends that try not to take any decision driven by whims, driven by impulse, and emotions are definitely going to be very ripe. So whatsoever gives you emotional fulfillment, like trust me, for me, it is always being close to nature or listening to those devotional bhajans while enjoying the beauty of the nature. So every individual has different definition of feeling emotionally, mentally replenished, rejuvenated. So whatsoever is your definition of that mental emotional rejuvenation, try to indulge in that. And second thing is that, friends, try not to act out of impulse in any of the important domestic family life related matters, because definitely moon being conjunct with Saturn and this whole placement taking place and Mars transiting to your 8th house, so it is going to be a little bit emotionally unsettling. So try to be well prepared towards that. Now friends, for all the Scorpio people, so now guys, in your case it is going to be influencing the matters of your 3rd house. So definitely friends, in a way, 3rd house also tells about our initiatives. Like if I were to say, this is the prime house of our motivation, our drive, our vision. So I would say that Dhanishtha is a very promising energy, and just because as you can see that your like this whole alignment is going to be taking place in your ascendant Lord's Nakshatra only, and Mars is going to be by that time would have already transited to your 7th house. So another house of public dealing, your vision for the life. So I would say friends, it's a very good time for working on your craft, giving attention towards your goals, where you are heading, how much you have attained and how much more you have to accomplish. Are the people around you, your company is supporting towards that, or they are just acting out as a distraction towards your goals? So be very much receptive towards that, and any sort of activity of like this could be attending a yoga class, going for a short trip, for a beach if that is possible, if that is accessible from your location. So indulging into those kind of spiritually rejuvenating activities and lifestyle could be a very right set of way of utilizing this full moon's energies. Now friends, for all the Sagittarius people, so now guys, in your case it is going to be influencing the matters of your 2nd house and the 8th house. So now friends, as you know this thing that full moon is a time when all of our suppressed emotions, issues, all those latent and dormant issues and emotions come on surface. So this is not a very good time to sulk on any of the past wrong investments, wrong decision taken in the matters of the finances. And I would also say that if you're already going through any of the concern or issue regarding the matters of your family, so rather than looking at the pessimistic side of it, this can be seen as a very good time for letting go and looking at the brighter and optimistic side towards your family ties. And second thing is that, friends, I have already mentioned this thing, Dhanishtha is a very optimistic, positive energy for the financial goal setting and planning. So utilize this way the energy of this upcoming full moon. And friends, for all the Capricorn people, so definitely friends, in your case it is going to be straight away influencing the matters of your 1st house and the 7th house. So friends, just because in your case Saturn in any case is transiting in your 1st house, now whether you calculate it from your moon sign or the ascendant, so I would say this is already a very burdensome time which you're going through. So a lot of the Capricorn people might be shouldering lot many responsibilities, or the answerability or accountability in your case might have suddenly increased. Over and above that, friends, this conjunction of moon taking place right over there in your 1st house and this full moon energy, so definitely try to look at the broader and bigger picture towards your life goals. And I would say that this can also reveal something to you, that whatsoever hard work you are going through, what could be the underlying reason for that, or what could be the life purpose. So some very big dormant issues or suppressed energy can get revealed during this time. So try to remain very much receptive and very hollow deep within, so that you can understand and listen to that inner voice of yours. Now friends, for all the Aquarius people, so definitely friends, in your case, whether you follow it from your moon sign or your ascendant sign, just because Saturn's transit in the 12th house is always an energy of reflection, retrospection, or going deep within. So I would say that this full moon will definitely bring a lot of spiritual insight for all the Aquarians. And the second thing is that, friends, this is a very good time for you to let go of all the past wounds or traumas or all those energies which might be troubling you, which might be bothering you. And lastly, friends, one more thing which I want to add over here is that because in your case 12th house energy has also got a lot to do with the state and quality of our sleep, and this is a kind of a very sensitive energy in which this full moon is taking place. So whatsoever your goals, your aspirations are, in a subconscious way you might get an insight or you might get a hint for that. So try to keep yourself bit light, bit hollow from within, which can only be done through yoga and meditation, via which you can calm your chatty or noisy mind so that you can listen to your inner voice. And lastly friends, for all the Pisces people, so now guys, in your case this energy is going to be taking place in your 11th house, which is a very good sign, because in the original Kal Purush Kundli, Dhanishtha belongs to the 11th house. Dhanishtha is the nakshatra of abundance, of the most famous. This is how we describe and define this nakshatra. So definitely friends, it's a very good time for channelizing your energies or writing out your goals, your aspirations, where you are heading in the life, how much you have progressed towards your goal setting. And specifically friends, because it is going to be influencing the matters of your 11th house, so rather than going all alone on this spiritual rejuvenation or spiritual retreat, now this could be a beach, this could be doing meditation within the home, so I would rather prefer doing it in a sort of a group setting. So in a group setting you can definitely better channelize and receive the grace which will flow at the time of this full moon, influencing the matters or the areas of your 11th house. So this is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs on this upcoming full moon energy taking place on August 11th in the Dhanishtha Nakshatra. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.